Hello everyone. So I'm joining you tonight to talk to you about the field of early childhood education and explain to you why the field is important and why we as a community or society should invest in this field. So, why is early childhood education important? Did you know that children who attend early childhood programs are less likely to commit felonies, are more likely to graduate high school, which means they're more likely to attend college, which in turn results in them being able to be more likely to earn a higher income one day. These children are less likely to end up dependent on substances, and because of the mitigating factors, they end up being less likely to be dependent on any type of government subsidies or programs that are provided at the taxpayer's expense. So this quote is from Samuelson and Katz with no date. This was a statement given in 1997 in the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization report, that's also known as UNESCO, and it reads, "Education is humanity's best hope and most effective means in the quest to achieve sustainable development." So when we talk about sustainable development, we need to give more attention to the field of early childhood education and figure out how that field plays into a sustainable development. The field of early childhood education is a critical component of society, and each individual benefits from learning how the field impacts the development of the future. 3 of these benefits include the idea that the field has a significant role to play in building this sustainable society. It provides members of the community with the opportunity to support and empower families and communities. So not just one child that you know, but maybe multiple children and everyone associated with them. And it's a significant way for people to just make a simple assist in sculpting the projection of children's education. So this construction of a sustainable society is the starting point that can be helpful to consider, is to remember that adults have a very large responsibility and role to play in sculpting the lives of the children around them. And young children do have the capacity to be movers and shakers and changers of the world now and in the future. Whenever children are given the opportunity to be a part of these programs, they are being helped to shape their environmental attitudes, their knowledge, and the way they respond to others. Ensuring access to quality early childhood education for all children enables societies to be sustainable as well as serve as an essential goal towards which all countries should strive. Samuelson and Katz, no date. Every child has the right to adequate care, learning, development, and protection, and a sustainable society is where everyone's rights are recognized, respected, and fulfilled. So everyone knows a child that's in the early childhood stage of their life. So that's from birth to age 8. You either have a child, a niece, a nephew, a grandchild, a family member, a friend. We all know and care about a child in our lives. Supporting and empowering these families with children in early childhood programs makes the experience the child has more significant, longer lasting, and helps them to develop a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. Most brain development in children takes place in the early childhood years. This should be something that we're all aware of and know the weight of the responsibility that comes with that knowledge, which is that it is on the adults in the society to provide an experience to children that really projects growth from their development. Quality and accessible childcare makes it easier for parents with young children to return to work, and that goes back to taxpayer dollars and things that end up impacting the society on the whole. Since children with early childhood program opportunities are more likely to stay in high school, they're more likely to avoid institutionalized prisons and are therefore saving the everyday taxpayer the money allocated to prison systems. According to Lynch 2016, on average, each individual federal prisoner incarcerated in 2017 cost taxpayers $34,704 per year. And with a large prison population, that total figure adds up quickly. So increasing investment in improving access, quality, and equity of early childhood provision and supporting families is an urgent necessity. So this is something that requires us to move into a space where we're not just talking about it on a speech or in our homes, but on a higher level than that, through government commitment and leadership, and around which other stakeholders, including international and donor communities, can be mobilized. Samuelson and Katz, no date. The U.S. falls significantly behind other countries in enrollment, investment, and quality of early childhood education resources. As of 2016, only a portion of children under 5 were enrolled in a pre-primary program, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. Preliminary education is important as it directly relates to the child's pre-literacy, pre-writing, and pre-math skills. This affects school readiness and other skills that prove essential to educating a strong workforce that can contribute to a successful global economy. Many of these disparities are due to a large preschool access gap, which is why some efforts are being made on a national scale to increase the U.S. investment in early childhood education. So this comes down to, how can I invest in or support the field? You can begin small by enhancing the overall experience of children around you. Spend quality time with them whenever possible. Rita Pearson says every child needs a champion. This means that your impact as an adult is powerful. What you can do on a personal level is support policy reform that increases educators' wages, improves work conditions, and reduces the cost of daycare for low to middle income families and promotes high quality services. You can volunteer in an early childhood education program or school, and you can explain the importance of quality early education to those you know. Thanks for listening. Bye.